Lashon Hakodesh is different than any other language. In every other language, the names are random. There's no real significance to a name. Why is this called a table, and this called a watch, and this is called a bookmark? These are all random. In Lashon Hakodesh, it's a very different story, a very different situation. The name of every single thing in Lashon Hakodesh is its energy, is its life force. And that's why we know that it says that Adam Rishon, he was able to give names to all the creations, and that was considered a very, very big thing. The Malachim couldn't. Chazal tell us that when Hashem created Adam Rishon, the Malachim were busy denigrating him and saying, what is he? So Hashem told the Malachim, why didn't you give everything names? The Malachim said, we can't do that. Hashem told Adam Rishon, the Pasuk says, that Vayikra Adam, that Adam called Shemesh to everything, and I don't remember the exact words of the Pasuk, V'chol asher yikra lo hu shmoi. Whatever he called, that was his name. Why is that a big deal? Why couldn't the Malachim do it? But the greatness in Adam Rishon was that he was able to see the energy within every single thing and identify the letters on Lashon Hakodesh associated with that energy. You know that Avram and Sarai weren't able to have children, and what did Hashem say? Avram eini moiled. Avraham moiled. Sarai
changed the name.
Right? Avram can't have children because the energy which is within Avram can't have children. But Avraham could have children. Sarai can't have children because the energy which is in that name, which is the energy, the neshama of Sarai right now, can't have children. Sarah could have children. And this is also the reason why we give another name. In case Rahman al-Islam, when a person's ill, we're trying to infuse a new energy or a different type of energy into the person than what the person previously had. And that's why in Hebrew, there's this whole field of linguistics in Lashon Hakodesh, where we start connecting words. So for example, we just entered the month of Tishrei, and which is Chodesh HaShvi. So Chazal tell us, why is it Chodesh HaShvi? The word Shvi also is related to the word HaMesuba. Mesuba means satiated. Because it's satiated with, it's Mesuba b'moyadim. It's satiated Yom Tovim. It's not just a play on words. It's because Shvi and has the same letters, the same root as Soiva. And because we understand that the 22 letters of the Aleph Beis are essentially 22 building blocks, each one containing a separate energy, which derives from the Asara Mamaris. So when you have two words that are similar to each other, that implies a similarity. And you have it all. So you have the Yantav of Sukkot is coming up. So we have the Schach. So the Mekubalim tell us, the Kabbalists tell us that the word Schach, the Gematria Schach is 100. Where does the Schach come from? From the 100 blasts of the shofar that we just heard on Rosh Hashanah. The spirit, they're the spiritual result of it. Not only that, but of the 100 blasts that we blow, we have 60 tkiyas, 20 shvarims, and 20 truas. The word schach is made up of sama chaf chaf, which is 60, 20, 20.
That's good.
I'm not going to go into the mystical connection between the two, but we have Bakesa L'Yim Chagenu, whatever is hidden on Rosh Hashanah becomes revealed on Sukkot. So that which is the energy which is hidden in the Tkiyas becomes revealed in the Sukkah on. And then we come along to another Yom Tov in a few months from now, Pesach. So Pesach we celebrate the release from Mitzrayim, and we know Chassidus always talks about the Mitzrayim represents the idea of Mitzrayim, which means limitation. So in a spiritual sense, that Mitzrayim represents our own limitations that we have to set ourselves free from. Again, it's not a cute play on words. Why is Mitzrayim called Mitzrayim? You have to understand that there's a spiritual energy in the word Mitzrayim, which is the equivalent or similar to the spiritual energy in the word Mitzrayim, because it contains the same building blocks, and therefore Mitzrayim represents the idea of Mitzrayim. Yerushalayim. Why is it called Yerushalayim? It's brought on this Sfarim because it's a contraction of the words Yira Shalem, which means Shleimus HaYira. Yerushalayim represents the perfection in Yiras Hashem. The Rebbe even brought down once that the Yiddish name of the country Poland is Poland. Pei Vav Lamed Yud Nun. And why is that? The word Poland is a contraction of Poilin. Over here, you can rest. And that is because there's a historic reality that for a few hundred years, Poland was a place when Yidden were being persecuted in many different other European countries, they came to Poland. There was a king there. I don't know the exact history, but there's also a whole legend about it. Invited them, and they found respite there. I mean, we all know unfortunately how it ended. But for several centuries, the Yidden were able to find relative menucha, and that's alluded to in the fact that the word is poilin. And that's because, again, when you're talking about the words, in the letters in Lashon Hakodesh, they actually have this deeper meaning. That's because all of them come from, in Lashon Hakodesh, it's different than every other language in a qualitative way. The words are not random. The name of everything is its essence. And therefore, if it's related to another word, then that shows on some sort of real similarity in them.